You're listening to CHRY 105.5.
This interview is very special to me and a lot of people who are tuning in around the world right now. Let's just state that we have in the studio, not on the phone, live and direct. We go by first names here because in this show, when you go through the doors, we state ourselves as family. And Robert is in the building. Robert, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, DJ Wiz. Nice to be here. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure and an honor to meet a gentleman like yourself, sir. And I appreciate everything that you're doing for the community and around the globe, for all of us, in what you've done. Let's state this. I have your business card here, and we'll go by this. It's a Feva TV. Everybody should know Feva TV. This says the first entertainment voice of Africa. Dwell on that.
Well, Feva TV is actually a follow-up. We got Feva, and then we had to devise an acronym to suit the FEVA. So my colleague and partner, Kingsley Jesorobo, and I came up, and also Lonzo, we all came up with something, and eventually we settled for First Entertainment Voice of Africa.
Okay. Especially
given the fact that here in Canada, we don't have too many voices. You know, of course, present company accepted, but we don't have too many voices in the media.
Yes.
And we felt that we should do something to further add to giving a voice to our people.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you say to our people, was this just stated for Africans or African Canadians alone? Or when it embolize Africa, do you mean the color of black?
Well, Africa is the interpretation of what African is subjective. You know, it depends on what you believe in. I mean, there are Africans from Africa. They're presently. There are Africans that are originally from Africa. There are white Africans. There are Indian Africans. So Africa, as we see it, is people who self-represent.
Okay.
Who believe, that they are Africans. And
let me state this then. A Jamaican, a Trinidadian, a Bayesian, a Guyanese, Indian can be accepted and included in Feva TV and respected as the culture.
Of course. I mean, I hesitate to even address that in that way and no disrespect because it's a given.
Okay.
A Jamaican is an African.
Yes.
A Barbadian is an African. I'm originally from Nigeria. I'm African. So yes, and if you have looked at our programming, everyone is represented. Everyone is welcome.
Well, if you're just tuning in to CHRY 105.5, your leading source for diversity, we are speaking to the director of Feva TV, the first entertainment voice of Africa, Mr. Robert, who's here inside the studios live and direct. We're going to get into what Feva TV can offer the public and the world. And but let me just ask you this. It states here, the first entertainment voice of Africa. What does it have to offer our culture and our community? What does it have to give the world an earful, a listening? Tell us all about Feva.
Well, Feva TV is, as anyone who has tuned in will notice, is a black focused TV station, presently predominantly in entertainment. We want to boost the culture. We want to give a voice to the voiceless. We want our icons to be respected. To be, I was in Jamaica just under 2 weeks ago with Sly Dunbar.
Okay.
Of Robbie Shakespeare and Sly Dunbar.
Sly Dunbar.
I mean, someone like that shouldn't just go into the sunset. You know what I mean? Like he has to be. These are our legends, our musical legends, our artists, and we want to give a voice to that group. I mean, like can you imagine Frank Sinatra, just being ignored because it's 60, 70.
Yes.
So we can't keep doing that to our greats. So we want to have that. We want to have new acts from around the world, especially from Canada. We want to give them a platform to showcase their talent. We want to bring music from Africa, music from Brazil, music from Trinidad, Jamaica to the forefront, not just on YouTube.
Right.
Young acts like Chronics and Protege, the guys you've been playing today.
Yes.
We have them on constant rotation on various reggae and dancehall shows. So,
Yes.
So we want to make sure that that we're heard from artistically. We have documentaries that are going to open up the minds of our young ones when they see that Africa is a little different from what they thought it was, and of course we're also taking things from here back to Africa because basically we operate from Canada, but we want to look at ourselves as an international station. Very shortly we'll be announcing where else we are going to be, where we're going to be seen 24 hours outside of Canada, and on and on and on.
It seems like the phone line is just going berserk and buzzing. Line is that? One? Hello, caller, you on the air?
Hi, good evening, gentlemen.
How you doing?
Yes, hi, good evening. I'm great. I was just listening, tuning into to your program, and I know both of the gentlemen from G98 and also FIFA. I had a chance to work with them this year. And basically, I just wanted to say there's so much room in Toronto for Black programming. The market is wide open. And I just think that there should be no fuss between any of the gentlemen. There should be no misunderstanding. I think what we all need to do as a community is come together and figure out how we can share the market, because there's so much other programmers out there and they're doing fine. So let's stand up and represent our community with honesty and with just showing that we are able to get along so that this transmits onto our young people in working together.
Honestly, that's exactly what we want to do. We know, and as I mentioned before, the pie is big enough.
More than enough.
And we just want to set the record straight. We didn't start this, as I mentioned.
Right. So, starting anything, we need to be able to come up with an image that when the world sees us and when we tune in to listen to Black programming, we don't hear little disputes like who was first and who is second. For me, at this point, I don't care who started first. For me, what is important is that we have airwaves that is tuned into our community to be able to give us a voice, a good, reasonable voice that we can be able to express ourselves and show all of our culture right around the community from the Caribbean. And I just give honor to all of you gentlemen who are doing that. So keep doing that.
All right, caller. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Definitely, we are working very hard. We're working extra hard to make sure that we provide our audience positive programming, entertainment, educational programming. And as I said, stay tuned. We have a whole lot more that you haven't seen yet. And it's all on high definition too.
Listen, man, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. It's been an inspiration to meet you, Mr. Robert. In this, being the first entertainment voice of Africa, who am I to wrong you for taking a stand that you believe in, that you have the proof, you have the gutso to do, and I respect that to the utmost. And I wish you so much on your journey.
Thank you very much. We just want to let everyone know to tune in to Feva TV, Rogers 670, Bell 2462. Other than that, we very much want to continue to be a positive part of the community. And we're going to do everything to make sure that we guide our young that way, and that everyone will hopefully in the near future learn a lot from watching Feva TV.
We do it.